talking through an everyday vintage haircut. So you're seeing me in probably quite an unusual state, which is with straight hair, because I think with straight hair you can see the haircut a lot better. I've done a video already on the midi haircut. It's a video which just really showed you the style and how it was cut, and also showed you the authentic diagram from the hairdressing books which show how to actually cut this sort of haircut. But I just thought that I'd talk you through it again this time, because it's really important to have a good haircut if you want to achieve those vintage styles. I'm not saying you can't achieve them without having the haircut, of course you can, but if it's something that you are quite into, it's important to get the right shape and the right layers into your hair in order to get the best possible results out of your pin curl sets. So I'm just going to talk through what my haircut actually is made up of. Is that the right thing? How it's been cut, basically. I can't explain everything in sort of hairdressing languages because I'm not a hairdresser. My haircut is thanks to the lovely Stuart, who works at Vincent Bell in Stockbridge in Edinburgh, which is where I get my haircuts. And he's been cutting my hair for probably about 5 years or so now, so he understands my weirdness and quibbles, and if I say I want a slightly random haircut, like a midi haircut, he goes with the flow and indulges me. So, just to explain, a midi haircut comes in various different lengths. I can't remember off the top of my head each of the lengths, but basically it goes from really short, which I think is called the baby, a sort of medium one, and a long one which is called the femme fatale. So I suppose mine is more along the femme fatale lines, but even the femme fatale is shorter than my hair is, if you can see that, than my hair is at the moment. So the femme fatale, I'm really trying to remember this off the top of my head, I think is 4 inches in the front, so it would be a lot shorter than where my layers fall there. And it's 12 inches, I think, from the nape of the neck. If I've got that wrong, I'm sorry, but I'll post a link below to link you up to the femme fatale picture, which shows you all the diagrams. It also shows you how these side bits should be cut and how long they should be. And they're also quite short. Now for me, that's a bit too much, so I've modified it for how I want it to look. And also, let's face it, you know, we are in 2013. We don't necessarily want hair that looks completely out of place if I wanted to wear it straight, which I do sometimes. So it's something that needs to be worked out, and you need to discuss it with your hairdresser. But as you can see here, you've got quite a lot chopped into, and you've got very distinct graduation going on from this bit here. I think my shortest bit is just sort of under my cheek, about there. And then that is continually graduated down right to the ends. Now, I think from what I remember when Stuart was cutting my hair, he'd brought these layers forward and cut them forward like this. Again, with this side, the shortest bit comes to, again, about the same length as this bit here. It's also been cut on this particular angle as well, so it's been cut on a deep side part. So, again, layers through here, the graduation is quite prominent. And really that's so, if I kind of put my hair forward like this, these are the bits here, so it almost looks like a bob. These are the bits that are going to show in the front, and you want to have a distinction between the front and the back, otherwise the hair won't sit right when it all curls up. At the back, and I'll turn around and show you what that looks like in a minute, it's a U shape. And again, if you think about how the hair curls and think about all those lovely 1940s styles, they all sort of curl around the back and bob up. So, it's the back. I hope you could see that. So, it's basically a modified midi. I've also got, I think, a layer at the back here. So again, that layer comes to around about where my shoulders start. So up here as well. You could layer it more through the back of the head if you wanted to. That would just give you more layers through it. Basically, you need a layered haircut. A lot of people think you shouldn't have a layered haircut for a vintage style because they're thinking more of Veronica Lake, that kind of long, sort of wavy front bit. But if you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know that the wavy front bit, actually you do need the different layers to bring it up, otherwise you won't get a wave here. All your waves are going to come down the bottom, and that's not really what you want if you want that sort of 40s, 50s styles. So this is probably the shortest I've had my hair in quite a long time, so it's quite dramatic for me. But I hope that helps to explain a little bit more about how the haircut should be for these sorts of styles. Let me know if any of you have had a sort of midi haircut, or if you've gone bolder, if you've gone shorter than me, and how you found that it works out for you. I can't wait to get really pin curling with this and see how it sits, and obviously I'll do a video and you can see that as well. As I said, I've had this sort of thing done before, but it's always been longer, so I'm really looking to see how this actually goes. So I'll let you know, but hopefully it's been an informative video. Bye!